Hello. Hey, Sean, what's up? What's going on, man? Sean's first comment first. How's it going? Oh, I'm gone now. Oh, we're back. How's it going? How's it going out there? Kind of a mellow Sunday night here, just kind of kicking back. Haven't done much today. Made a video and I tried to take a nap twice, but got woken up both times. So, yeah, I didn't get very good sleep last night. So, tonight I'm going to do it though. Got a couple people coming in. Cool. So what do you guys feel like talking about tonight? Anything important going on out there? I got try to get some stuff adjusted here. This thing's kind of a mess. I guess that'll work. Tail Happy Productions, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. How you doing? Got a couple. We got a few people coming now. That's good. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, weekend's going good for everybody. I hope it's going all right for me. Yet another kind of laid back weekend. I did drive to Omaha and back, which was a 400-mile round trip to take my son back to the airport. But other than that, didn't do a whole lot. Cleaned the car up a little bit like I always do, and watched a lot of YouTube videos and kind of get ready to go back to work tomorrow. John Warner, what's up? How you doing, man? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being in the stream. Appreciate that. You're from Philly. Cool. I've never been out that way at all, so call you JR. All right. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. We got a couple people coming in. We had a pretty good crowd last weekend, so we'll see. I did not get on this week during the week. I just never got around to it. I was going to do it Wednesday, and I was almost ready to set it up, but I can't remember. Something or another happened, and I forget what it was now. Then I got delayed, and by the time I got done doing whatever it was, I forget what happened now. Anyway, whatever happened, I can't remember, but by the time I got finished with taking care of whatever the situation was, it was getting kind of late, so only these Sunday night streams this week. I was just trying to get some attention with the title there. I know for a while there it was Mustang crashes and Mustangs coming out of car meets and cars and coffee and car shows and all that stuff crashing. But it just seems like the last week and a half or 2 weeks or so, every time I turn on Facebook or scanning the internet or looking up Mopar stuff or whatever, I'm seeing stuff about Challengers crashing, whether it's pictures or stories. So it's like, what's up with that? Are we trying to take over their title or something, or what? Come on, guys, calm down. Let's get this under control. Hey, Sean, what's up, man? Thanks for coming in again. Appreciate it. Nothing too exciting or new this week. I just had kind of a normal week. Took my son back to Omaha yesterday. 400-mile trip. Once again, took the Toyota instead of the Challenger. Just the price difference in gas consumption is a lot, and also the Challenger's getting close to needing an oil change, so that'll be another 400 miles on it. So I need to get the oil changed in the Challenger in the next like 600 or 700 miles. So oh wow. So JR says doing a burnout and all, some guy in Pennsylvania went into a tree with his Charger and died. Jeez. Just last week, huh? There's a lot of stories all of a sudden. Mopar's crashing. I mean, there's always those stories, but it's just like a bunch of them in the last week for some reason. That's horrible. Yeah, you got to be, you got to be kind of careful and pay attention to what you're doing and keep things under control, man. Old Guy Garage, thanks for coming in. Welcome. How's it going, Old Guy Garage? So he's messing around. A car got away from him, and he hit a tree. Damn. Yeah, it doesn't take much. People don't realize if you hit something head on, it doesn't take a whole lot to. You don't have to be going super fast either. So Sean says that's surprising because his Challenger drives so nicely that it does disguise how fast you're driving sometimes. Yeah, it does. It's orange. Some of those. Hey, old guy, going good here, man. How you doing? Some of these cars can, get away from you if you're not careful. That's for sure. So that's why, like I said in the video earlier, I don't like to do anything with a bunch of people around or in the city. It's good to be out on the highway in the country where especially out here in Nebraska, we've got, I can drive 5 minutes from here and be on a paved highway with nobody as far as the eye can see in any direction. So it's kind of nice. Not that I go do that many crazy things anyway, but for those moments when you want to do that kind of thing, I don't think doing it in a downtown area full of people is a very good idea. You heard JR says he heard he went through 8 sets of tires in his first year, so he really liked doing burnouts, didn't he? That's a lot of burnouts. You can go through tires pretty quick though doing that. That's for sure. That was my pop. Yeah, old guy. I think the Challenger handles pretty nice. I know people complain about the handling of it, and I'm sure it doesn't handle as well as the Mustang or the Camaro or whatever, but it's still a pretty good handling car, especially for how big and heavy it is. I don't have any complaints. Becky Ware is here. Hello, Becky. Thanks for coming, Becky. Happy Sunday night. What's going on, Becky? How's things in your life this weekend? Anything exciting going on? Pretty mellow here, like I was telling everybody earlier, just kind of hanging out. Had to drive to Omaha and back, but didn't take the Challenger, so it was kind of boring. The glasses are all dirty. I should have come more prepared. I had dirty glasses and had my computer in the wrong spot when I first came on. So Sean, yeah, what's up? You almost bought a Hellcat last week, huh? What's going on with the car situation? I saw a nice Charger Scat Pack yesterday in York, Nebraska, when I stopped for lunch. But the guy, it was a black one. It was really nice and everything. But the dude parked like across 2 places because he didn't want to get his car hit. But he parked right in the middle of where everybody was parking. He didn't go way out to the parking lot somewhere. He was like right by the doors, which I thought was kind of not too cool of him to do. And then actually 2 people pulled up right on the sides of him too. So it didn't do him any good. And it was a big long parking lot. He could have pulled way farther down and gotten away from everybody a little bit more. But I don't know. Just me, I wouldn't have parked where he parked. But kind of a jerky thing to do, I think. Nothing wrong with parking out in the middle of nowhere and taking up 2 spots. But when you're taking them up in the prime parking spots, people aren't going to be too happy with you. So JR says you went to like 4 shows with the Red Eye this weekend. Cool. So it was a big weekend for shows. I still haven't been to any shows this year at all. So you got the Red Eye and you went to some shows. Cool. I bet that was quite a few people were enjoying that car there, I bet. Pennsylvania. Yeah, here in Nebraska, we've had some shows, and I can't even remember. There's one big one down in Kansas. It might have happened this weekend. I don't remember. I just haven't, for some reason, haven't been too excited by shows this year for some reason. I went to so many last year, I guess. Sean, the deal fell through. You were $450 apart and actually sold it. You're playing hardball and thought you would win, but lost. Now you're going to test drive an automatic Hellcat, but you prefer the 8. See if you would prefer the 8-speed. Yeah, it's always worked there. It's your baby's mama. Welcome to the room. Hello to you. How's it going? It's your baby's mama. Old Guy Garage went to the Ford dealer and was looking at a new F-250. Cool. Salesman was telling you about the GT500. Oh, yeah. So they're going to get one. So they're putting a $25,000 upcharge on it. I guess that's kind of what people are expecting. And I bet you some dealers would be doing even more than that. So, like, if I was really seriously wanting one of those, I would just wait. I know there's guys out there and girls too with money that, and they want one now. You know, they want it when it comes out, so they're going to be willing to pay that upcharge. But if you look around, usually you can find dealerships that do sell things, you know, at MSRP. I know there's places to get. When the Red Eye first came out, there you could get. Some places were doing MSRP, others were charging more, and the same thing back when the Demon a couple of years ago or whatever. So. Princess Lomaine, what's up? It's your baby's mama is here. We got a few new ones. How's everybody doing? Where's everybody from? I think I know where some of the people are from. Most the regulars I kind of know, but hey, Danette Sunby, what's up? I missed your name up there. You snuck in there. How's it going? It's a wonderful Sunday night here in Nebraska. Really nice weather today. It was not too hot. It was like mid-80s and just beautiful day. Perfect day. Old Guy says they're doing the same as Dodge dealers did on the Demon. Most of them did, yeah. You're not a huge Mustang fan. You're assuming the GT500 is going to be limited to a certain number of producers. I don't know. I assume it probably will be too. It'll be a really cool car, that's for sure. And, you know, the new Corvette's coming out. I think it's supposed to be debuted this coming Thursday. So that should be interesting. I'm excited to see that. See how close it looks to all the renderings and stuff that we've been seeing the last months or whatever. John says if he buys an 8-speed automatic car, he might need to find someone to buy some gently used 6-speed Scat Pack parts. Huh. Princess, it's basically car chat, but we talk about anything too. So we talk about anything and everything. We just kind of leave it open, and it usually ends up being mostly about cars, but we can talk about anything you want. Old Guy Garage excited about the C8 too. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm a pretty big Corvette fan. You know, I drive the Challenger and all that stuff, but I've always loved Corvettes, and I am pretty excited to see a mid-engine Corvette, something that I've always wanted to see since I was a kid. And I used to really be into Corvettes when I was a kid and stuff, and I used to study up on all the different years, and I can tell you all the differences. I've forgotten most of that stuff now, but I know, you know, back in the day, Zora Duntov, who was one of the main Corvette guys, one of the biggest guy who saved the Corvette. Basically, he always wanted to do a mid-engine vet. That was his dream, even back in the '60s and '50s. So he's gone now, but they're finally going to get that done. They ought to put his name on that car somewhere. But personally, John says your cousin owns a Dodge dealer where you bought your Red Eye, so you got it under SM. Oh, that's cool. That's very nice. Hell yeah. Got it less than MSRP. That's good. I didn't know you could get less. I saw some places that were selling them for MSRP, which is cool. But Old Guy Garage, what's up with the Area 51 crap? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird how those things pop up all of a sudden and become all the rage for a couple weeks. I personally believe that if there was anything weird going on with the government and aliens or whatever, they probably just using Area 51 as a decoy to take the attention away from wherever they really are doing all the crazy stuff. So, Princess, you have an 85 Comet? I didn't know there was an 85 Comet. Shawnee aluminum drive shaft and a 6-speed Barton shifter. Oh God. Yeah, email me. It's your baby's mama. What did you have for dinner? I had hamburgers and baked potato. Princess Lament says piece of crap car 85 Comet. I didn't think there was such a thing as an 85 Comet. It's your baby's mama drives a 1982 two-door Honda Accord. Those cars are still up and running. They were pretty good cars. Sean had a cheeseburger on the grill. Hell yeah. And steak fries, deep fried. Cool. Yeah, I think the Comet ended in the mid 70s. I'm trying to think what in 85 there was Mercury. There was a Mercury Topaz and a Mercury Sable and a Mercury. There was a couple of Mercuries around, but yeah, the Comet was like in the 60s and early 70s, I believe. Does it look like a Ford Maverick? It was the Ford Maverick, I think. Yeah, and the Comet in the 70s anyway, it looked just like the Maverick, and then I think before that it might have been a little different. But yeah, there's a Mercury Bobcat in 85. There was a Topaz, which was the same as the Tempo, which was the Ford, and there was the Sable, which is the same as the someone help me with my cars here. Taurus and Taurus and Sable were the same car. Whatever. Princess says whatever. It's a piece of crap. Yeah, I say a 1975 anything is going to probably be a piece of crap. So that was a rough time for the auto industry. They were not. They were just slapping things together. So yeah, a 75 anything, you don't see too many on the road because it was just a bit. You'll see some older cars on the road and some newer cars on the road, but that little time period right there was a lot of junk built from every car company at that time. So, Princess, your dad keeps fixing it. Yeah, well, if you have a mechanic in the family, you can keep anything running. Your baby's mama, you work out of your car, huh? What was everybody's first car? Ooh, cool, Sean. 73 Torino with 400. That's a cool car. Good looking car. Oh, your hooker on wheels. Nice. Very nice. If you ever come around Nebraska, just let my first car was the first one that I actually had that I drove and stuff was a 1975 Mercury Cougar XR7, which was a good looking car and it was a nice car, but it was again, it was kind of a piece of junk. I mean, it broke down a lot. That thing stranded me a lot of times. So yeah, kind of like Meals on Wheels, hey, baby mama, cool. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. There's nothing wrong with that. There shouldn't even be laws against it. What adults do between each other is nobody else's business, as long as everybody's an adult. John, JR uses a 78 Volare station wagon. That's weird. There's one of those in town. I think it's a Volare station wagon. I just saw it the other day. I see it driving around once in a while. I'm pretty sure it's a Volare station wagon. It's like green with wood siding. Yep. Yeah, I see one of those around here. It's hard to believe it's still up and running, but I do see it. That was right before the K cars were developed. like 2 years. Well, they were being developed at that time, but it was a couple years before they came out. I was just watching some documentary stuff about that earlier. I had the 318. Old guy garage you out of Volare when you were a kid and you beat the brakes off the car. Yeah. Where's the beer? I don't drink beer too much anymore. I used to. Once in a while, I'll get a couple beers here and there or a couple of shots. But I lay off the alcohol for the most part. I just don't really have time to be drinking. So between working and YouTube channel and all the other stuff I like to do, and all the other eBay stuff, everything that I do, I don't really have time to. I'm getting too old to like drink and get up the next day and do anything. So if I decide to drink, I have to have like at least most of the next day to do nothing, and that never happens. So I'm not like officially an anti-drinker or non-drinker. I just don't really. It's hard to fit it in. But I am probably killing myself with this crap right here. So, you know. You had the exhaust. Got me laughing, Olga. You literally had the exhaust repaired with an aluminum can and 2 hose clamps. It was a beater for sure. Yeah. I remember a friend of the family, we had a cabin up the mountains, and he had a Triumph TR7. Am I thinking of the right little slant nose thing? I think it was a TR7. And I thought it was cool when I was a kid, but I remember him repairing his exhaust on that at our cabin, laying in the dirt with some beer cans. And I don't remember how he had him. I can't remember how he got him on there or how he was holding them on there, but yeah. Sean says his first Dodge is a 74 Charger, a 318 two-barrel. Last year, the older body style, and next year it looked like a Magnum. Yeah, they changed it right then, didn't they? Hit your baby. Says puff, puff, pass. I don't have time for that either. I know I need to not drink. Every week I'm on here telling you guys how I got to stop this, and every week I have one when we're on here. So but I brought this too, so I got some plain water as well. Sean says he only drinks on weekends: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Old guy says he didn't care what you did, Valari. He couldn't kill it. I had I admitted this before on here, but I had a minivan. Had an old Dodge Grand Caravan that was kind of that way. That thing was used and abused and beaten up and never taken care of. It just kept going. And I sold it to a lady. She drove it for a while. She sold it to somebody else, and I still see it. As a matter of fact, I saw it yesterday. They're still driving it. So. Yeah, I don't know I know the Diet Pepsi, they got rid of the aspartame, but I think they might have brought it back now. Because now it says classic Diet Pepsi taste. I can't remember. I think they brought back the aspartame. Because people didn't like the new flavor when they got rid of it a couple years ago. Yeah, I remember my 75 Cougar. I really liked that car. It was a nice looking car. And but it was a pain in the butt. The thing was always dying. It didn't want to restart, and it was running the battery down all the time, and it would get vapor locked. It was just a mess. I remember the water pump went out, the starter went out. I didn't even have it for that long. It looked really nice. Old guy says he can't take the sugary drinks. John Warner says his next auto was a yellow Arrow pickup. He put a lift kit on it. Cool. Yeah, I like that Cougar. I see those once in a while. See one around still. I think it's pretty neat, pretty cool car. But That was when they got bigger. 75 was bigger. It wasn't like the original Cougar, which was like Mustang size. This was bigger. It was like the size of a Thunderbird kind of thing. Big long hood, kind of short back and long hood look to it. I remember Farrah Fawcett did the commercials back in 75 for the Mercury Cougar XR7, and then I ended up getting one a few years later when I was old enough to drive. 71 Cougars were cool, Sean. Those good looking cars. K cars, yeah, saved the company. I was just watching stuff about K car today. Of course, you know, the Iacocca died last week or whatever it was, and he didn't start the K car. They were already developing that when he got there, but he stopped everything and kind of had them redo it so that it would be more versatile, so they could make a whole bunch of cars on that one platform. And he really saved the company by doing that. So. Becky says she meant to hit the car show today, but forgot. Still wanted to see a demon. Yeah, I finally saw a demon going down the highway. I guess I told you guys when I went to get my son. I saw a plum crazy purple demon, and I got pretty damned excited. That's my first experience actually seeing a real one in real life. So, yeah, 71 was the first year that they made it bigger, I think. Yeah. 67 and 70 were like Mustang-sized car. Basically, I think it was the same car as a Mustang, pretty much, real close. And then, but it had like those other ones looked really cool though. But then the 71 was where they got bigger, and that's the same size I think as my 75. Motley 392 is in the house. What's going on, Motley? Getting a decent crowd once again. Yay! Get the whole gang here. Yeah, it's amazing how many cars they built on that K car platform. I was watching that they did a bunch of station wagons and luxury cars and econo cars, and then they did a couple of little sports cars, the Laser and the whatever the heck it was, Daytona or something, I can't remember. And they kind of really branched out, and then their early minivans were kind of based on the same platform and stuff. So it's pretty cool, pretty definitely an innovative idea, and they weren't the most exciting things in the world, but they sold a lot of them, and it did save the company. Surround Sound Freak 13. Hey, Joey, you got your RT? It's RT with Brass Monkey. All right. I love Brass Monkeys. Those are cool, man. Wish I could get those. They're very cool. All right, Surround Sound. That's awesome, dude. That's good news. I like coming in here Sundays because everybody's getting cars or looking for cars, or they just got a car. It's pretty cool. JR, you work for Jimmy Page? Wow. And he said he can't wait to get the red eye. Yeah. He said he can't get into the red eye. Cool. You work for Jimmy Page? Seriously? And Brian May too. My guitar player from my old band back in the day, he is now in a Led Zeppelin tribute band called Zoso, and he is Jimmy Page in the band. He wears the wig and the whole outfit in the whole deal. He looks like him. He's got the moves down, and he's a great guitar player as well. But so yeah, he's traveled all over the world pretending to be Jimmy Page. So it's pretty cool. Sean says he works for Robert Plant. Well, you get Robert Plant and Jimmy Page to race you guys as demons or red eyes or whatever we have here. Yeah, congratulations, Surround Sound, on the car, man. That's awesome. Yeah, do some videos. Send me some pictures in my email too. I want to see the car. John Warner, I do their charity. Oh, cool. And you know Zoso, yeah. John McDaniel is the guy who plays Jimmy Page in Zoso, and he's really good, amazing guitar player, and he's really got the he's got the whole Jimmy Page thing down. He looks kind of like him and moves like him, and does a pretty good job. So, surround sound. If you go to any of my videos and look in the description, I always have my email in the description of my videos. In today's video, I put the email right up on the screen towards the end there because I had a giveaway going on today that I already gave away the thing, but some of the tribute bands are getting really good nowadays, Sean. Yeah, I've seen there's AC/DC and a bunch of good ones out there. Some of them are getting pretty elaborate with their stages and everything. I mean, if you squint a little bit and kind of put yourself back in the day, you can almost picture yourself being there watching the real bands. So. Yeah, John, it's not easy. I'm sure it's really cool. I went and seen him a couple times. It's pretty neat to watch. Here, let me type my email in here. Sean saw a Pink Floyd tribute band called Brit Floyd live. Very loud, very good. Wouldn't mind seeing that. Kids from the Wall song you heard are suing. Those kids in the song are suing him. God. Oh, I typed my address wrong. It's gmail.com, not gammeal.com. I can't type. I assume you guys could probably figure that out, but just in case. Make sure I got it typed in there right this time. There we go. They didn't need no education. He gave an education that they didn't need. That's crazy, Yeah, so the school got some money out of it, but the kids didn't get anything. So now they're suing them. They got to be pretty. Trying to think how old those kids would be now. I don't know how old they were when they sang that, but probably, yeah, they'd be getting up there now. I say that to be more than 35 because that was like 35 years ago, so or more than that. Darn it! Dropped my pop or my water. Everybody's trying to sue somebody for something. It seems like. The movie came out in '82. Yeah, the song was before that, so yeah. You see, I don't know if anybody's been to guitar stuff, but Gibson suing Dean Guitars for copyright infringements and all this other stuff, and it's not going well for them. Public perception-wise, people are pretty mad that they're doing that. So Dean's been building guitars of those shapes since 1978, I think it is, and now they're suddenly deciding they're going to sue them for it. So. Yeah, Becky, I hate when it reminds you how old you are. What was it? I saw something the other day and it just made me feel so damn old. It was like some album that came out 40 years ago or whatever. And I was like, oh my God. Seems like about 6 months ago. Motley, you saw a band called Appetite for Eruption. They were Guns N' Roses and Van Halen. Cool. They weren't very good, but at least they have a decent name. I have a friend in a Van Halen tribute band too. They're not like full time. They just kind of come out and do it once in a while. God, I can't think what the hell they call their band though. Oh, Bullet Head, I think is the name. Sean, you'll be 51 in 5 days. So Surround Sound says there's a big lawsuit headache about the Friday the 13th series, and they may not settle it for a long time. So that means no new movies for a long. Yeah, then things get tied up in court, and then nobody can do anything, and then so everybody just kind of hurts everybody. But Becky's going to be 53 next month. So sad. Nothing wrong with being 53. We're all still young. Yeah, happy early birthday, Sean and Becky. Sean was 450 away. Well, Sean, I always look at think you were 450 away from having yourself a Hellcat for your first 51st birthday. Feeling a little bit bad. Sometimes things like that happen for a reason. No, there's a reason why that didn't work out. It wasn't the right car. So, something, you're going to end up finding something better. So when I always think of things like that, like if it didn't work out, there's a reason why it didn't work out. It wasn't supposed to, and something else will. So. Excuse me for 1 minute. All right, now we're back. Yeah, when you're spending that much money and then you start, you get down to that like $400 or $500 area and nobody's budging. That's kind of tricky because you start thinking, well, damn, I'm spending all this money anyway. What's another $500 or whatever? But then on the other hand, if you're not getting the deal that you want, then don't do it. So a lot of times dealing with car dealers and car salesmen, they will act like, oh, that's it, we're done, we can't go any lower. And then they'll call you back later and say, hey, guess what? We can do that. I've had that happen so many more times than I can count. Sean says it would have doubled your monthly payment, but you're happy to have qualified for the loan. I guess, yeah, well, that's yeah, you'll find something better. I agree with Becky. It wasn't the right deal, and you're going to find a better deal. So don't worry about it. John's 55, and you've lost friends already. You get a lot older. Yeah, it does. It's amazing. The older you get, I've lost some family members, and it's crazy. A few friends, and had an ex person that I used to date get killed a few months ago. That was kind of shocking. She was in a bad car accident, which is horrible. And yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, they called you. Yeah, see, when that phone rang, you probably thought, okay, we're gonna try to meet in the middle, or they're gonna say they can do it or something. But then they told you it's sold. But that stuff happens. So our insurance on our cars here, I live in Nebraska in the middle of nowhere, so it's pretty cheap, and we're older and good driving records and credit and all that stuff. We have three. Trying to think what all to be. Just we have the cars all in one thing, and it's 100 and something a month. It's less than 150 a month. I carry 125, 100, a little over 100 a month, so it's not too bad. A lot depends on where you live, so. Surround Sound says that happened to his original price was 38,000 and some change. You haggled them down. They took it down to 35 and change. They hate it when you do research on their lot. Yeah, on other lots. I would like a little bit to buy the car, our Challenger Scat Pack. I mean, I knew what they sold for, and I knew about about what the car should cost and what people were actually buying them for, and all that stuff with the options that we wanted and everything. So when they made the first offer, when they started talking about ordering one, and I was just like, nope, that's a little out. And they just flat out asked me, well, what do you think? What do you think the price should be? And I told them I'd done a lot of research, and here's what I know, and here's what I think the price should be. And then I went a little lower than what I really thought, and then they kind of came down pretty close to where I was thinking in real life. And then that's when we just said, let's just do it. Let's just go for it. So. John's Hellcat insurance was only going to be 17 more a month. Yeah, that can happen. I've actually seen a couple people, and I can't remember if it was in the comments on my videos or if it was in other videos or somewhere. Maybe it was on Facebook and some of those Challenger pages or something. A few people said they had a Scat Pack and then they got a Hellcat, and it actually went down for some reason, and they didn't know why, but they weren't going to argue. And I agree. Insurance is a weird thing. Prices can change for no apparent reason, and doesn't make a lot of sense, but I always like to we go to a independent insurance agent, which is someone who they work with a whole bunch of with a whole bunch of companies. They don't just it's not just State Farm or Progressive or whatever. They work for they can get you insurance there, so you can give them your information in your car, and they can send that out there and get you the best deal. So if anybody is looking for insurance, I suggest going to an independent insurance agent because they can do a lot of the work for you and find you a good deal. They get a little piece of the pie for doing it. Yeah, insurance have been using credit as one of their criteria for quite a while. So they figure that the better the credit you have, the better driver you're going to be. I don't know where the correlation is, but you're more responsible and you're not going to. I guess that argument could be made. Maybe there's some statistics to back that up. I don't know, but and where you live and whether you have a garage that you keep it in, there's a bunch of factors that can affect insurance. Like I say, we live in Nebraska in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure that if we lived in Los Angeles or New York City or something, or New Jersey or somewhere like that, it would be a lot higher than what we're paying now. So, like a lot. Even though we have good driving records, good credit, and we're older and all that stuff. But you could get two people who have identical driving records in the same car. They live in the same neighborhood, and you could both go to Progressive Insurance and end up with two completely different prices. I don't know how all that works, but it seems to be just a weird random thing sometimes. Sean just paid $580 to pull off his long tube headers and your aluminum drive shaft. Ouch. Oh, yeah. Ah, crap. Yeah, I've heard Haggerty's pretty good for the older classic cars and stuff. I don't have gap insurance because we've never been like upside down in the car. The car's worth a lot more than we owe, so that's not bad though. A little over 1,000 a year is about that's good. Now, if I were to get pulled over and get a ticket or something were to happen or a crash, then I'm sure the insurance would probably go up quite a bit. But I don't even want to think about that. I'm going to knock on this wood right here. I've seen some young guys on here and other places and talking about, they're 21 or 24 or 18 and they get a Hellcat or something like that or a ZL1 or something and their insurance is just murder. It's like car payment prices, it's crazy. Surround Sound Freak says your wife says hi. Hello, wife. She said she was a little scared driving the RT for the first time. She'll get used to it. It's kind of a big car. A little bit of a learning curve trying to figure out where that front end ends. Get ready to scrape the front end on something. It's going to happen. The front spoiler or splitter. Motley says his wife refuses to drive a Challenger, and that's fine with me. So we both drive the one that we have. So she loves driving it as much as I do, I think. So John or JR says, luckily his wife doesn't drive the red eye since it scares me. You're glad, yeah. Her and I both, we actually both prefer manual transmission. So there's that. That's a good thing. That's right. That's exactly what's going to happen, Becky. His wife's going to be like, I'm driving. It's my day to take the car. All right, surround sound. Yeah, let me see some photos of that. Congratulations, man. Yep. You don't see a lot of people that like manual transmission or someone that can't even drive them. So, yeah, definitely not a smooth ride, but not that bad. But yeah, it's a little bit of a rough ride. I'm used to it because I drive it all the time, so I don't really think of it. Once in a while, I get in something else. I'm like, oh yeah, Challenger's kind of a rough ride. You don't think about it when you drive it all the time. It's just the way it is, so you get used to it. Pretty good sized car, and the front end's a little tricky, like pulling up to little parking spots and things like that where the concrete sticks up. Everyone, I don't think there's a person with a Challenger out there that hasn't scraped at least one of those. If they, maybe someone won't admit it, but we've all done it. So yeah, I mean, I think for what it is, it doesn't ride that badly. I mean, I've been on a couple roads where it's pretty rough, big pothole, bad roads, but for the most part, for the size of car and the kind of car that it is, yeah, I mean, for what you're driving, they ride pretty decent, so comfortable. So I was looking at brass monkeys too. Kim's not crazy about them. I don't know what they'd look like with the red, with the octane red too. I was kind of, I don't know. Um, so then narrowed it down to the Hellcat wheels, and then I had to decide between the satin black and the gloss black, and finally decided on the glass. I just kind of flipped a coin. I couldn't decide. So so far, Sean, the wheels have stayed pretty clean. I was actually surprised by that too. I thought they were going to look terrible, but they've been clean. Of course, I clean them all the time. So, but yeah, they've been pretty good. And I like to use the McGuire's waterless wash and wax on them, which makes them look really nice, and it also repels all that crap. So then you can rinse them off a few times after using that stuff, and it pretty much just rinses everything away, which is kind of nice. It's a lot of work putting it on there and cleaning it with that because you got to go over every little part of it, but does a good job. So yeah, I was surprised how clean they've stayed actually. Yeah, the Brembos throw off a lot of dust. They squeak right away. I mean, I started squeaking almost immediately upon buying the car, and boy, they're squeaking now. I was driving around today with the windows down, and man, it's kind of embarrassing. They're pretty loud. I mean, they're not like scraping loud, but they're like every time you come to a stop, they squeak a little. I don't know if I told you. Did I tell you guys that I ordered some more of that Shine Armor? You know, they sent me some for free to do that review that I did a while back, and I really liked it, and I ran out of it, used it all up, so I ordered some more. But when I went on the website to order more, when I went to check out, it like would not let me check out. It kept trying to sell me more crap, and every time I would say no thanks, I just want to check out, it would send me to another thing to sell me more crap, and I'd say no thanks, I just want to. It took like 5 or 6 pages or maybe more of other crap they wanted to sell me, other detailing products, and I was starting to get mad. I was just about to cancel the whole thing and just screw it. So I was not real happy about that, but I like the product a lot. It really is good stuff. So I knew that they were going to be noisy breaks and everything, and I still it was surprising when they did it almost immediately. Sean is out here. Hey, thanks, Sean. I appreciate that, man. Hey, you guys, check out ET Racing, by the way. That's Sean's channel. He does a lot of racing, drag racing, and stuff on there. ET Racing, check that out. I always forget to promote you guys' channels. I see it coming in, I think of it, and then we start talking, and I get distracted with all the conversation. But yeah, check out his channel. Thanks for the $2, Sean. Appreciate that, man. Sean is out of here. It looks like I'm getting tired. I've been tired all day. I tried to take 2 naps, and both times I dozed off, but I got woken up both times. So now watch when I go to bed tonight. I will be wide awake. Thanks a lot, Sean. Yeah, shoot me an email. Have a good week too, man. Thanks to you. Thanks for $2. Check out his channel, guys. ET Racing. Good, good. Some good stuff on there. He's got a car similar to mine, a little different, a little cooler than mine, but it's a little slow in here tonight. We are about half the people we had last week, but that's okay. We're still having a pretty good little conversation here, aren't we? I think we are. I'm enjoying it. I like these Sunday nights, man. It's kind of fun. And we're pushing an hour here already, too. It seems like that went by quick. Hey, take it easy, JR. Enjoy the sandwich. I might have to do that before I go to bed, too. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate the conversation and everything, man. It's been awesome. You guys rule, all of you. I should do next time. I'll do a stream while I lay in bed. I'll probably fall asleep on you guys. Yeah, send some pics. Everybody sent pics to my email. I appreciate that. Yeah, do that. I'd love to see Jimmy and you. That'd be cool. No lunch meat in the house, Motley. I have some. I roasted some chicken yesterday, so I still have a bunch of the chicken laying there that in the fridge that didn't get eaten. So I got roasted chicken. I got bread and lettuce, tomato, and cheese, and all the good stuff to throw on there. I'll make a chicken sandwich, maybe. There's my email address, and also it's in all my videos too. It's in the description, and then the video I made today, I have it up on the screen towards the end there because I was trying to give away some of this headlight cleaner stuff or headlight whatever stuff to fix your headlights that get foggy. I did a giveaway with that, and I already gave it away though. So I did a review on the headlight stuff a couple days ago on Thursday, I think it was. Thursday or Friday. What was that? That was weird. On Thursday or Friday, I did a review on that stuff because I've had it for a while. The company sent it to me and asked me to review that headlight stuff, and I finally got around to doing that video for them. And then in the video, I tried to give it away. I said, "Everybody send me an email," and I gave the email address. If you're interested in this, and I'll just pick one at random, use an online randomizer or whatever. and just pick one, and whoever gets it gets it. I will send it to them absolutely free of charge because they gave me two of them, and I really only needed one. So for the review, and I got zero emails. So I put it in the video again today, saying, "Hey, I got zero." You know, I made the video was about other stuff today, but um, and during the video, I said, "Hey, I did that review. Nobody sent me any emails, so I still have it." So the first person that sends me an email saying they want it, it's theirs. So I finally, within a few minutes, somebody sent me an email, and so I had finally given that stuff away. It's actually pretty good stuff. It worked pretty well. I don't know how long it'll hold up, but it works really well. It looks really good. So, all right, John or Jr. Thanks, man. How's everybody doing? Is everybody falling asleep out there? Danette is still here. Becky's still here. Molly's still here, I think. Frosted Flakes. Now you got me wanting Frosted Flakes. It's my weekend. I can kind of eat what I want on the weekend, and back tomorrow I start back to my fasting all day. So, Becky, the Shine Armor, it's about $20 a bottle, roughly, plus shipping. I got this thing where I got a bottle and two towels, and it was like $25 altogether with shipping and everything. Um, I'm trying to be part of their affiliate program, which means I will be able to put their. I'll have a link in my videos down in the description and wherever, and if anybody clicks on my link to buy the stuff, I get some money from them. So I get like $10 every time somebody buys something. I applied for it. They actually approached me and asked me to apply for it, so I applied for it, but I haven't heard back from them yet. And that was a couple of days ago, so we'll see tomorrow. Maybe I'll hear back from them. Hopefully, I qualify because it is good stuff, and I do use it and I do support it, and I think it's good stuff. And I would certainly like to help them sell some of it, especially if I can get a little bit of it. That'd be awesome. So hopefully soon here I will mention that in the videos maybe, and you guys will see my link down there. So if you click on the one in my video, I actually will get some little bit of a cut of the profits there. I've had a couple other affiliate things approach me, whatever. It just wasn't stuff that I use. I don't feel comfortable doing that for stuff that I don't really. If I don't use it and like it, then I don't really. I don't want to pretend that I love some cell phone holder that I don't use, So I'm not going to do that. I've been approached by a cell phone holder company, and I'm not going to put that thing in my car because I don't want to put it in my car. I think it's ugly and I don't like it, and I'm certainly not going to ask other people to buy it, So but the Shine Armor, I was just blown away by. I couldn't believe how good it was. I actually have a whole bottle of Meguiar's um, ceramic hybrid ceramic wax that I bought, and I may give that away because I am having. I don't think I want to use it because I'm hooked on this Shine Armor stuff now. So, but the Shine Armor is good. It's a little bit pricey compared to some of the other products, but it stretches a long ways too. Like you don't. You can probably do your car, I'd say 3 times out of the bottle. So because I used way too much and I got about 2.5 times, and I was using way too much of it because you don't realize how it's really easy to spread it on. It goes over the car real easy. And when I was first using it, I was using probably like 3 times more than I needed to. But it smells like grape Kool-Aid. You want to drink it, but I'm sure it doesn't taste like grape Kool-Aid. So yeah, you could ceramic coat your rims that'll keep the dust from sticking as well. It'll be easier to clean. And the Shine Armor will do that as well to keep it that way. And that's why I was talking about earlier. I use that Meguiar's waterless wash and wax. I may try the Shine Armor on it too. I haven't done that yet, but on the wheels, on the rims. But I do like to use the Meguiar's on the rims because it really does. It's a little bit of hard work, but when it's all over, you can pretty much just rinse them the next few times for the next few washes. You can just kind of the stuff just rinses right off because it's protected. So that's kind of nice. Yeah, just Dave. If I drink the Shine Armor, my insides will be protected and shiny. It does. It smells like grape Kool-Aid. It's like tempting to give it a sip, but I'm sure it tastes horrible, but it really does. Yeah, I could just buy some Kool-Aid. Yeah. Everybody always talks about how these products smell, and anytime you watch detailing videos, everybody's obsessed with what it smells like, which I think is kind of weird. I really don't care what stuff smells like, but I have to admit the Shine Armor smells pretty damn good. So you guys can all talk to Kim about the tinting the window thing. I'm gonna have you guys all gang up on her and talk her into it. Tell her that all the cool kids are doing it. Yeah, it does kind of bring you back to being a kid. Maybe that's why the product seems so nice, because it smells like Kool-Aid. Yeah, I'll go get her. She'll kick my ass, my butt. I mean, something like that. Yeah. I'm not supposed to cuss on here, I don't think. You pour it in ice cube trays? Yeah, I could put it. What if it'll freeze? I still like Kool-Aid once in a while. I like to get those little flavor packets for the water sometimes too. But it's just as bad as drinking Diet Pop because it has all that artificial sweetener in it, just like the pop does. So it's not any better for you. Like a truck driver. I wouldn't mind being a truck driver, but I bet you I'd bloat up to about 400 pounds. Sitting in the truck all day, eating crappy food on the road, I'd be doomed. Yeah, I'm a sailor, truck driver slash construction worker as far as the profanity goes. I try to keep it under control in the videos, but sometimes it slips out. I like to keep things, well, maybe not totally family friendly, because sometimes I say things that are, I'll point out things that are kind of like not family friendly, but yeah, we're all old enough. I don't think there's very many kids watching my videos, so I think we're okay. And YouTube will let you get away with quite. It just depends on like if you do too much of it, you won't necessarily get demonetized totally, but only certain types of advertisements will appear on your videos. So there's always some companies don't want any of that at all. Other companies will still advertise on your videos, even if you do something that's not 100% family friendly. So it narrows down your chances of getting a lot of ads, so whatever. But yeah, I'm sure that probably kids in junior high right now that are saying things that I wouldn't even understand what the hell they're talking about. So I'm quite sure of that. It's a different world now. I'm not complaining because my parents and grandparents and all that thought that about us when we were that age. So we do some crazy stuff. Becky has learned a lot of new words from the kids at the playground across the street from her. Yeah, some of them pretty bad. Yeah, well, I just finished my pop, so I switched to water. I'm kind of washing down the pop with some water. I have been drinking a lot more water though. I haven't quit the pop, but I've made a point of drinking several waters a day at least. So no, it's not Crystal Pepsi. I remember that stuff though. I always thought it tasted weird to me. I know it was supposed to taste exactly like regular Pepsi, just without the colorings, but I felt like it had a weird flavor, which is probably psychological because it looked different. But It tasted sweeter to me or something. I'm not sure if it really was, but I know things like that can. When something looks different, it's going to probably make your brain think it's going to taste different too. So. Oh, I need a vacation. I want to go somewhere, but I started a new job recently, so I don't really get any time off for a while. I'm ready to just get in the car and go somewhere. I don't even care where. Just go until I find a nice place to stay. I would love to do that. I've done that before, but I really want to just get my video cameras, get in the car, and just travel the country and show it all to you guys for a while. I don't know if anybody would want to watch that though. I'm gonna probably do it anyway. Maybe I could go visit my viewers. I'll just come to your house, knock on the door, make a video out of it. Yeah, that'd be fun. I've always wanted to do that. Just kind of go aimlessly and just kind of do whatever and see what kind of adventures you can run into. Doesn't have to be the most exciting thing in the world. Anything's fun. So being away from home is always fun, no matter really where you go, just because it's something different. Yeah, West Virginia looks nice. I've never been that way, but it looks really nice. It seems like a nice place. Oh, I'm yawning, guys. Kim was gone for Thursday night, Friday night, got back yesterday night. Her new job's got her driving all over, and her company that she's working for had bought a bunch of new vehicles in Kansas City, and she had to go help pick those up and take them to a bunch of other places all around Kansas and Nebraska and stuff like that, and then come back home. So she was gone for a couple days, so I was all alone, and uh, I had to go to Omaha and stuff during that same time too. So it actually worked out pretty good. But Just Dave says the Woodward Dream Cruise is coming up in August in Michigan. Yeah, I want to see that, man. I did. I had chicken tacos, and then yesterday I went to because I was on the road. I stopped and got Taco John's. I don't know if you guys have Taco John's chains where you live, but I stopped there yesterday, and then this morning for breakfast I had leftover stuff for chicken tacos, so I made myself chicken tacos for breakfast this morning too. So yeah, I got my windows tinted by accident. They must have had the wrong car, but what am I going to do about it now? I try to get her on the, it'd be good for my channel kind of angle, which that she's usually pretty good about stuff like that because she wants my channel to do well. So, like, come on, it'd help the channel. I can make videos about it. People would think the car looked better. She'll probably come around on that idea. I hope. I hope she's probably in the room watching me right now, going, I'll find out when I get done. On one of a couple months ago on here, we were doing a live stream just like this, and apparently I don't remember doing it, but apparently I called her old what's her name, and she was in the other room watching me, and I didn't know, and boy, she wasn't too happy about that, and I don't remember saying it. I never did go back and check to watch it again, but she said, "Oh," and she wasn't thrilled that I called her old what's her name, and I still don't remember doing it, but I might have because sometimes you're just talking and You've been living off pizza for 3 days. I lived off tacos for a couple days. I had to apologize a bunch for that one. uh, Once in a while. She doesn't usually watch these, but once in a while she'll be in the other room watching for a little while. Usually when I say something stupid, that's the time she'll be watching. You know how that goes. She might be. I have some weird pains developing, like in my shoulders and neck and head. The weird thing, it's kind of been built. I think someone's poisoning me. I'm pretty convinced. She's trying to get rid of me. Yep, you'll see me on Unsolved Mysteries, or what's that? Well, hell, I watched every episode of Netflix. The crime scene investigation one. What the hell is it called? Mostly murders, It's all true stuff. It's all real documentary type stuff. For some reason, I'm completely drawing a blank on the name of that show, but Forensic Files, yeah. Yeah, as soon as she gets rid of me, she'll probably go tint the windows. You're right, Becky. The car would look so much better with tinted windows, but we'll see. She's convinced she won't be able to see out at night. But yeah, we're giving her ideas. She's probably in there jotting down some of the info. That's a good idea. She's already been working on it, but now you guys are giving her like a little extra help. Somebody should come kidnap me. I don't want to go to work tomorrow. So I know I never. I still haven't remembered to bring a. I have my phone in here. I could use that to write stuff down on too, but it's easier just to have a piece of paper and a pen sometimes. Then you can kind of don't even have to look at it. You can just read. Nobody else could probably read what I wrote, but I don't know what I wrote. So. At least enough of it to decipher and to jog my memory as to what I was trying to write. When was that Area 51 storming thing supposed to happen? Was that supposed to happen this weekend, or is that something in the future? Everybody's been talking about it, but I was kind of laughing about it, but I didn't even see when it was that supposed to actually be happening now, or was that a plan for the future sometime? Yeah, everybody email me next week on Sunday morning or afternoon. Tell me to bring my pad and paper in here with me. It's in September, Becky. Okay, because I was kind of thinking of it was in the future. I didn't think they were actually trying to do it because it just started. It just popped up like in the last week or so, and people started talking about it. I seriously doubt that there's anything important at Area 51 because everyone focuses their attention on it so much that if they were up to weird stuff, they probably wouldn't be doing it there because everybody's watching, So I'm gonna road trip out there and just get some video of it. I'll stay outside the. Of course, I won't be the only one. There'll be millions of people doing that. But it's funny how quickly these things catch on. Like starts out, you see a couple things, and pretty much then a couple days later, like every freaking meme or every news story, it's all these little subjects come up, and then they go away, and then something else happens, and the licking of the ice cream thing has got me a little grossed out, though. We were trying to buy some ice cream today at the grocery store, and there was a brand on sale for a really good price, but it didn't have a sealed top on it. It just had a top that you could take right off. And so I was like, nope. So we had to pay for more expensive for the ones that has like a tear off plastic ring around it that you have to tear off to open it. So we're getting that one. I'm freaked out. People are disgusting. And even eating out yesterday, I went to that taco place, Taco John's, and I had to really, like, it was all like, I almost didn't go because I was just thinking that someone's going to do something to my food. If I saw somebody doing something like that, even if it wasn't to my food, if I see someone doing that, that is just beyond disgusting. There's nothing, that is just sick, man. Yeah, if they storm the gates, they might just get shot, or they probably get. There's probably some other. They probably have other ways to keep people from storming the gates. I bet you they would probably gas them or tase them or water hoses or something. Especially now that they've announced that they're going to do it, and there's all this time. And if you storm the gates, there's probably gates beyond the gates and other gates, and there's not just like if this is such a top secret military installation, there's probably not just a gate, and then you just run right in there and do whatever you want. There's going to be several levels of shit you got to get through. I said a bad word again. Yeah, I saw that. She's getting charged with crime for that tongue depressor thing. That lady is. I don't know what is wrong with people. I just can't imagine messing with someone's food. You don't mess with someone's food or their car or their motorcycle. Those are three things you don't screw with. That guy, was it a girl or a guy now? I can't remember. Spitting into the tea, opening bottles of tea at the store and spitting in the. This fucking gross. Now you gotta look at the seal and make sure it hasn't been opened. People are gross, and I think some of those companies. Not that these people have any money to get, but some of the companies, like if I owned that ice cream company, whatever the hell that is, that there's the some. Well, I forget some. I forget the name of the ice cream company, but now people are going to be freaked out by buying ice cream from that company, even though they had nothing to do with the disgusting person, but that's going to hurt their sales. So Motley has kissed your car, no tongue. Yeah, I've kissed my car too. No tongue though. I saw a documentary about guys who liked cars, like not liked them like we like them, but liked them like it in a physical way, liked them. I don't know if anybody else has seen that documentary. I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty gross. And they go on this cross country trip where they go to some car shows and they're touching people's cars and stuff, and it's like getting them excited. And then there's a scene where this is all real documentary stuff. The one guy, they both go to sleep. They're at a motel or somewhere, and he goes out at like 3 o'clock in the morning and starts screwing around with the other guy's car. And I can't even say what he does to it, but it's disgusting and shocking. And people have some twisted stuff that they do. So, God, I got to remember the name of that documentary. I saw it several years ago. Very bizarre and creepy. Yeah, there was. I think they also touched on that strange addiction, but this was like the whole show was just on that. Maybe it was that. I don't know, but it was gross. The other guy like caught him, so he felt like his car had cheated on him or whatever. It was just bizarro weirdness, but very strange. Yeah, strange addiction show was interesting. Lady that, yeah, I love my car, but not like that. That strange addiction show is pretty weird. There's some weird addictions, like that lady that was washing herself with bleach like all day, every day, and people drinking their urine and all kinds of crazy stuff. But it's just mental illness. I mean, there's things we all have a little bit of it, I think, but some people would go to the extreme and do some weird stuff. Somebody look up that there's a documentary about guys who are attracted to cars. It's a weird documentary. It makes your skin crawl. But I watched it several years ago. just Dave's gonna pass on that one, huh? Ford Pro is a model, not a suggestion. That's a good comment, man. That was a weird name for a car though. Not a bad little car, kind of cool car back in the day actually. But yeah, strange choice of names. That was I see a lot of people naming their cars on if you go to those Facebook pages, everybody's like, "What should I name mine?" They'll have a picture of their car and they want to know what they should name it. Or my husband thinks this and I think that. What do you guys think? And, oh, like the companies you mean? Oh yeah, they still. Some of them don't. Some of them are just numbers and stuff now. But the A12 or the whatever, I don't know. The 300. They're running out of names though. They're bringing back all the old names because I think they're running out of ideas. Kind of like band names. It's hard to come up with a good band name nowadays. Everything's taken. So now they combine like three things or something, or just make something up. Make up your own word. Yeah, all the Audis and even the Chrysler 300 and the Chrysler 200, and which they had those in the back in the day too. But yeah, a lot of the it's like a lot of the German companies don't have a lot of names on their cars. The Mercedes, the bigger the number, the better it is, and same thing I guess with the Audi and all that. But well, I saw somebody, one of the car companies trademarked a name recently. They brought back an old, or they re upped on their trademark or whatever, copyright, whatever you call it, for an old car name. I forget what it was now. A lot of times they'll just do that so nobody else can use it, not necessarily because they're going to bring it back, but sometimes they'll do it just so no other company can steal it. Like I know Dodge or the Chrysler does the Ford broke that maybe Chrysler, they re-upped on the CUDA and Barracuda names. Not necessarily that they're going to use them, but they don't want anybody else to use them. Because I think those things expire every few decades or something. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but you got to like refile it or whatever every once in a while, or you give up the rights to it. So when they do that, people get excited and think, "Oh, they're bringing back this car. They're going to build a new one of these, or whatever." Not always true. They're just protecting their name, and they won't want anybody else stealing it in case they ever do want to use it, or they don't want any confusion or whatever. Yeah, bring back the Ford Probe. Ford's not going to build cars anymore. They're trucks. So yeah, they need to bring the Cuda back. They do a smaller version of the Challengers and make it a little more nimble and lighter. That would be awesome. But keep the Challenger too. You could bring the Ford Probe truck. We could make a Ford Probe crossover SUV, the bigger probe, the larger probe. I'm so tired of SUVs. They all look exactly the same, and the crossovers all look exactly the same. It doesn't matter what company it is or more probes. I think Kim used to I can't even say it. She used to have a probe back before I knew her. Way back, I think 20 years or so ago, she had a probe. That name never gets old. I'm tired. I can't stop laughing. Yeah, she's probably watching it with my luck. Yeah, I'll delete the evidence. I don't know what happened to that video. It disappeared, honey. I don't know where it went. Yeah, probes in probes in Area 51. Everybody bring your probes to the Area 51 gate storming. Ram your probe through the front gates. Oh God. Well, I think I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I'm about to fall asleep on you. I hope everybody has a good Sunday night, the rest of it, and a good week. And hopefully I can do one during the week. We'll try again. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. For sure next Sunday, though, no matter what, as always. Good night, Becky. Good night, Molly, Dave, everybody. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate you guys coming all the time. You guys rule. That's awesome, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see y'all later. I'm still thinking about the damn Ford probe. Good night, everybody.